Local breaking news. This is WYFF News 4 at 6 in high definition.
Breaking news out of Gaffney. A deadly wreck has shut down all southbound lanes of I-85 tonight. This is video just in from Sky 4. You may recognize the area. It is near the Gaffney Premium Outlets.
I do believe we have a live look at the wreck for you right now, captured by a South Carolina DOT cam. This is from the Highway 150 overpass. You can see the first responders all over the place there, and the coroner tells us at least 2 people have died in the wreck.
Again, all southbound lanes are shut down. This DOT camera shows the impact of the wreck on traffic. It's backed up for several miles. Drivers are urged to avoid this area if you can.
Our job now is to make sure that every American feels that they're a part of our country's comeback.
President Barack Obama prepares to address the nation with his State of the Union tonight, and even the seating assignments have some political implications. State of the Union coverage begins at 9 tonight, and the president's going into it with some encouraging news.
A new poll from NBC and the Wall Street Journal is just out tonight, showing more Americans are satisfied with the U.S. economy, 49%. That's more approval of the economy than any other time within the last 10 years. And it is helping raise the president's job ratings. His overall approval rating in the poll stands at 46%.
And tonight, President Barack Obama plans to detail some of those proposals and highlight successes from the last year. The president spent the day making some last-minute preparations, as you might imagine. He will address immigration tonight, normalizing relations with Cuba as well, and the controversial Keystone XL pipeline. He's definitely expected to outline key economic proposals aimed at increasing taxes on the wealthy tonight and making community college free for many students, most in fact. Also, expanding paid leave for workers will come up in the speech. The White House says tonight's theme is middle-class economy.
How to build on our momentum with rising wages, growing incomes, and a stronger middle class.
The president also expected to reveal proposals to help housing, fight cybercrime, and expand broadband access. A Charlotte woman will sit with the First Lady in the House chamber tonight. She is part of the president's message, in fact. Astrid Mohammed credits her survival of a brain tumor to Obamacare.
I remember laying there and just thinking, wow, I'm just really grateful and blessed that I had insurance.
Mohammed wrote to the president to thank him for making it possible for her to buy health insurance under the Affordable Care Act. She bought a policy last year because the law banned insurance companies from refusing her based on a pre-existing condition, and her doctor says if she had not had the tumor removed, it would have killed her within 2 years. Others, by the way, sitting with the First Lady tonight: Alan Gross, the American contractor released from a Cuban prison, astronaut Scott Kelly, and the top executive of CVS Health, Larry Merlo.
But it is not all good news for the president. WYFF News 4's Nigel Robertson has more from the Clemson University Social Media Listening Lab.
We plugged 4 words, State of the Union, into the computer here, and take a look at the information that we found. These are the words that show up when you're talking about the State of the Union. This software gives us a feel on if people are talking positively about it or negatively. And negative seems to be where the mood is right now. 88% negative mood on social media about the president's State of the Union tonight. Now take a look at this. Normally, this is another way to look at it. When you plug in State of the Union, see this red circle? That is showing you the amount of negative chatter on social media. Normally, there would be a green circle here, either bigger or smaller, showing positive talk about the State of the Union. That green, not even showing up.
I would advise him to be listening and paying attention to what people are talking about that is so negative, and might even scrap some of what he planned to talk about tonight and actually address some of these issues that people are discussing on social media.
And you will be able to watch the State of the Union speech tonight right here on WYFF News 4. At the Clemson University Social Media Listening Lab, I'm Nigel Robertson.
And just to follow up on what Nigel said there, keep watching WYFF 4 for the State of the Union address. Coverage begins at 9 with the speech soon to follow. And this new note for you: Governor Nikki Haley will give her State of the State address tomorrow night. We, of course, will air it live right here on WYFF 4. Tonight,
a Spartanburg man stands accused of threatening an upstate sheriff. SLED tells us Lee Mickles III threatened Sheriff Chuck Wright and Spartanburg County deputies. Investigators say the death threats were made back in November. If he's convicted, Mickles could face up to 5 years in prison and a $5,000 fine. Also in Spartanburg, a man stands accused of threatening hospital patients and getting into a fight with sheriff's deputies. They ended up shocking him with a taser. The Spartanburg County Sheriff's Office tells us Brian Cook came to Mary Black Hospital with a cut on his chest. They say he started threatening patients there in the waiting room, and the medical staff says he was uncooperative and eventually ended up getting into a struggle with the deputies. Authorities say Cook moved toward them in an aggressive manner, and that's when they used the taser on him. Cook was treated, then arrested, and he is charged tonight with public disorderly conduct and assault and battery.
Emergency officials tell us 3 people were hurt in a construction accident in Pickens County. It happened shortly after 10 this morning at Carolina Point Young Life Camp. The camp is near the state line. Sky 4 flew over it. Officials say 2 workers were pouring concrete on the 3rd floor of a dormitory-type construction project. They say the floor gave way. The 2 were able to get up and walk, but still had to be taken to the hospital. Fire officials say a 3rd man had a minor arm injury.
And fire early this morning destroyed a popular landmark in western North Carolina. This is Chimney Rock Road in Edneyville, and you're looking here at what's left of Griffin's Convenience Store. The chief believes the fire started in the kitchen. The store was built in 1967. It's been handed down to 3 generations now. The building included a gas station, the grocery store, a cafe, and an apartment. Regina Fowler lived in the apartment and ran the cafe.
She was real tore up. Real upset. Candy said she lost everything she had except for what she was wearing. So knowing Gina, I'm sure she's probably real tore up.
Neighbors say the store was a gathering spot for the community and will be greatly missed. The cause of the fire is still being investigated.
We have another fire to tell you about, this one at Lawrence Middle School. The fire chief believes the fire was started by an electrical issue. WYFF News 4's Allie Miles was at the school this morning as parents dropped their children off.
This was the scene Monday night at Lawrence Middle School, but you wouldn't know it Tuesday morning.
Because I went to pick them up and I saw the vans and I was wondering what was going on.
The fire started just after 10 p.m. in the building behind the school. It damaged an art classroom and special education classroom.
This is a separate wing. It is not attached to the building as we see to my left, and therefore we will have school and we will relocate those people in those 2 rooms, approximately about 30 students.
According to Lawrence City Fire Chief Bill Hughes, an electrical issue probably sparked the fire. Then it was made worse by a table covered with papers nearby. Still, there were no injuries and the school day went on. The superintendent tells us that currently the building is locked where the damage happened. He says it's going to remain locked until this investigation can be complete.
The school is open and everything will be as normal except the relocation of those 2 rooms today.
The majority of parents dropping their kids off say they were more at ease after finding out where the fire took place.
I'm not that concerned now that since it was back there and not up here, so I'm good.
A little concerned, yeah. But from what we heard, it wasn't in the main part of the building.
Allie Miles, WYFF News 4 in Lawrence.
Firefighters blocked off a road in Nashville while responding to a fire there this morning. The fire was at a house on Charlotte Street. You can see the home suffered some heavy damage. Many of the windows are now gone. There are no reports of any injuries here.
Final work is underway to fix a water pump station in Anderson County tonight. As part of Anderson's regional joint water system, the station allows water to be taken from Lake Hartwell to the treatment facility itself. The system failed over the summer. That did cause a disruption in service, but officials say the repair work should not affect water service to customers.